What up, everybody? Who we got with us this morning? What's going on? Lamar, what's up, man? Hey, look, I've been riding by motherfucking 1216 every day. I ain't seen nobody except people waiting on the bus out front. What's going on? Yeah, we making lunch over there? We trying to come eat? Shit. We trying to come eat lunch with you, Lamar. I've been riding by every day. Hey, my homie Dave is coming down from Memphis. He's same age as you. And he keeps asking me, he's worried, he's a black dude. He's worried about, he's wanting to move down here. And he's worried about racism and stuff. I was like, man, I don't know. I think it's a lot like Memphis here. It seems pretty chill in Pensacola. I don't think he's gonna have no issues. But we from Memphis, and Memphis is a black city, so he's a little standoff about coming to Florida or coming down close to Alabama or anything. You know what I mean? Because Alabama got a reputation. Let's get this intro rolling, man. Let's get in here. Shit, you know what? We don't even need no intro. Let's get in here. Let's get high. And I hope y'all doing well this morning. I'm doing great. It's Cinco de Mayo. First things first, let's get this out of the way because we don't need anybody misunderstanding. This is not a Mexican Independence Day. Cinco de Mayo celebrates a victory the Mexican army had against the French, where they were greatly outnumbered. I can't remember the particular battle, but that's what it was about. They had a great victory against the French down there, and they were heavily outnumbered, like 5-1. So that's where it originates from, and it got to become more popular because they had a veterans parade for Mexican American veterans in California. It started in the 50s. This was when it really got big. It was a Cinco de Mayo parade, which was kind of like a Mexican American veterans celebration. So nothing to do with the independence of the country of Mexico, but there is history to it. Man, second of all, they did a big march in Japan yesterday. And I shared the freaking post, and the organizer of that march, you might have seen it. A lot of creators are sharing this clip of this march that happened in Japan. In fact, you know what? Let's get over here and share the stuff on X with you guys. I told him I'd be talking about it on the show this morning. Man, he had a lot of information to give me, but basically the situation in Japan is they have a synthetic cannabinoid market, like a synthetic hemp market there, right? They don't have any THCA flower. They don't have THCA products. They've got all of the fucking altanoids. And the way the Japanese people are, they're law-abiding people, right? So since those are legal, people don't even worry with the, type 1 cannabis and actual cannabis. They're satisfying themselves with these altanoids that are legal in Japan. So there's a lot of people that don't even know about, cannabis, and it's a wild situation there. And of course, like, we're seeing more of the coverage of that marijuana march than people in Japan are seeing because it's so hidden. They really work to, suppress. If you just think about like the suppression and stigma that you may have experienced in the United States or whatever country you might be in around cannabis, and amplify that by fucking times 100. And that's what the experience in Japan is. Holy shit. So, and that's the next thing. They're talking about, they're moving in a direction. They're moving in two different directions there. And it seems like we're doing the same thing, but a little different. So they're opening up to some cannabis medicine, but it's going to be very limited. And then at the same time, they're increasing penalties on people that are using cannabis. So I mean, so they're going one way with the medicine and they're going the other way with the crime and punishment, man. And it's really sad because, I mean, the Japanese people are pretty fucking chill, pretty law abiding citizens. You know, you go there, it's clean as fuck, you know. So I don't understand probably why they couldn't have them a little bit of weed. Let's roll a joint. Let's roll a joint. Let's roll a joint. Mm-mm. But yeah, man, that was kind of the situation with the march. If you've seen any of that going around on social media, the little march they did in Japan, or it wasn't little, it was pretty big, and it's awesome to see that, you know, because I hear people here all the time in the United States afraid to fucking stand up because it's not legal in their state. Well, goddamn, if these Japanese can do it, quit being a fucking pussy. All right? Because it's more than illegal. It's a real dangerous thing for them to get out there and protest, and especially cannabis. So if you're not doing it because it's illegal in your state, I'm going to say it one more time. Quit being a pussy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Man, another thing, dude, Twitter's wild, man. Another thing I'd seen yesterday, man, always thought that Seed Junkie, the more I'm on Twitter, the more I find out about these weed companies, man. And this industry's full of a bunch of fucking egotistical fucking, you know, just guys that are so busy sucking their own dick because they washed a plant or popped a fucking seed. It's ridiculous, man. Liars and fucking thieves and robbers and fucking thieves. Shit I seen yesterday blew my goddamn mind. I never thought I'd see some shit like this. You got dude from Seed Junkie Genetics bragging about lying about pollen that he sold to fucking to Be Easy to make the guz. Motherfucker lied about the pollen he sold him. So he sold him some totally different pollen than whatever it was supposed to be. And I'm just like, and then he's bragging on IG about ripping him off or whatever. About, oh, it wasn't even what I told him it was. Like, what the fuck? You know? I'm doing good, Good B, man. I hope you're doing good as well. I'm doing great. But that was kind of mind-blowing to see that we're going to roll up the Sharpies. We're going to roll up the Sharpies from Freedom Town. Yeah, I was totally blown away by that. This is really dry, this Freedom Town Sharpies. Like, I don't know, man. We got a severe problem in this industry. We got people, just because they pop a seed or wash a plant, they act like they're better than everybody else. They fucking try to talk down on people, and that shit ain't cool. We should not be supporting cocksuckers like that in this industry. You know, that shit on customers and just try to run around acting like they're the best thing ever because they fucking washed some hash or fucking popped a goddamn seed. Or like they're better than somebody else. You know, I don't like that shit. And it has no place in the cannabis industry. You know what I mean? It's a fucking in the past 10-year development type shit. And all the goddamn thievery that goes on. Like, I can't believe like how much lying and thieving goes on in this legit space, right? Hell yeah, there you go. Got you some work to do. Got you a blunt to smoke on the back porch. Heard that, Dave. I hope this is going to be enough flour for that. Might need to put a little more in it. We'll have to see. It's dry as fuck, though. I'm telling you that. Oh. I guess we'll try to roll with that, see what it does. Try see what it do. Oh shit! I do have a dab cam over, or I do have a tray cam. We can fucking at least let's fuck around. There you go. There we go. Come on. Shit, trying to. All right, here we go. Now y'all see what we're doing here, right? Here, we're going to need to get a little more upski. Heard that. Yeah, dude, it was super inspiring to see what's going on over there in freaking Japan. So, guys, if you see anything about like the cannabis freedom, any kind of activism going on in Japan, please share that shit on social media because they do their best. Their government does their best to hide it. Ain't no telling. Those people are at real risk, over there. So share that shit. Help them deliver their message to the world. Japan is trying to free that fucking plant. Boom. Did. We just need to pack it up. Pack it up. Yeah, man, I don't know what's happening to this business, man. We're just fucking handing everything over to a bunch of goddamn douchebags and egotistical fucktards. Man, fuck those guys. Fucking bunch of liars and thieves and fucking cocksuckers. I say if you know somebody's a fucking piece of shit and a liar and a thief, you shouldn't support their business. That's just my 2 cents. What up? What up? Man, I got some Sharpies right here. I'm rolling up there, Mike. Yes, sir. Got the Sharpies right here. Dude, it's crazy, man. It's like, goddamn, man, get on Twitter and it's like, Jesus, man. It really is like a relief to fucking come to our chat and fucking everything's chill and everybody's not a bunch of goddamn liars, thieves, and retards. Because, man, weed Twitter's fucking full of them. A bunch of goddamn professional bums that are like their whole existence is reviewing and rolling joints. You know I do reviews and roll joints, but that's not my fucking whole thing. That's kind of to bring attention to the situation, you know. You better believe I bring a lot more to the table than a fucking rolling a damn joint and reviewing a bag of weed. Yeah. And most of the time, I'm not bumming that shit anyways. That's the thing with a lot of these folks. They're just bumming. They're just doing that shit to get free shit. They don't give a fuck about a law, about you, or about anything else. They just want to be an influencer and get free shit. Which honestly, fucking weed's the last thing you should go into if cannabis content. If you want free shit, go do a different type of content that fucking pays. You know? I mean, seriously, if you don't care nothing about the plant or anything like that, then, and you're just solely trying to be a fucking entertainer, then why don't you just go to a different genre of content that is, you know, entertainment? Because motherfuckers still going to jail for this shit. You can do and say what you want there. You know, you can. I see that bullshit. I'm calling, you already know I'm calling them out, man. I'm calling them out. If I see some shit, I'm calling it out. I'm exposing that shit. And we're going to talk about Seed Junkie, man. Seed Junkie, let's get on. Let's get right to this. So let's talk about Seed Junkie and the type of pieces of fucking lying shit they are. But I can show you better than I can tell you. Here we are. Music's still playing, but we're not hearing it. This is my Twitter page you may be familiar with. This is the declaration that the guy, the organizer from Japan shared with me there. There's their little march they did in Japan, but we're getting down here to some. Here we go, right here. JBZ Seed Junkie Genetics. All right. This is a screenshot from Twitter. It says, and it's not GP. And so this is a conversation thread. It says, okay, Seed Junkie JBZ, what is it then? They're talking about the pollen that he sold to Be Easy for the guys. And then somebody else, Surefire Selection, says the truth finally comes out. So what the fuck is it then? Somebody else asked. Weird flex, but okay. You know, flexing being a snake is crazy. So he is fucking bragging about lying about the fucking pollen that he sold somebody, which is a really fucking shitty thing to do. A really shitty thing to, you know, somebody thinks they're getting, I'm assuming GP Gary Payton from a respected fucking seed company like Seed Junkie. And then this cocksucker's laughing on Instagram about ripping you off, man. You know what? Behind this guy's got 34,000 followers, man. Behind this bullshit, and you better know he's from LA or some place in California, because that shit don't fly in the South, brother. Not for a second. I mean, knowing this, man, fuck Seed Junkie and fuck anybody that supports Seed Junkie or anything to do with Seed Junkie. They are absolute pieces of garbage and belong nowhere in this fucking industry. Fuck wedding cake, fuck ice cream cake, fuck jealousy, fuck permanent marker, fuck Malibu, and all that bullshit they fucking made. Because that's some fucking bullshit. Handing out fake shit, lying, laughing about it. You know, that's some fucking old hoe shit right there. I thought they were a great company. I love a lot of strains from them. But to see that fucking bullshit, and then I tagged him and asked about it, and he ain't never fucking get back in it and shit. Everybody on the whole goddamn Twitter's fucking rocking his ass about it. I'm like, man, this is some shit right here. This is really fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers, you can tell these is motherfuckers that was born into a fucking legal market, right? Ah. Man, it's been a morning, dude. And just fucking seeing that and thinking about that, I would definitely, people keep asking me, what I'm going to do with when hemp goes away. I'm very passionate about this hemp law. It fucking saves a lot of people from jail time. But obviously, there's fucking a lot of shit I can do out here and talk about besides fucking hemp, because you got cocksuckers like that doing that. You got Japan trying to fucking make efforts to legalize. I'm going to see if I can get the organizers of the marijuana march in Japan to come on the podcast and talk about what they're doing over there, about the whole situation in Japan. Because let me see if I can find what he wrote me about their situation. Because, it was just a perfect storm of shit this morning, get me all kind of fired up. Did they send me a message, or was it a fucking? No, it's a reply on something. Okay. All right. So I told them I'd be talking about it, and I'll drop a link for their Twitter. And it says, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate you talking about this on your podcast. If it helps, here's a situation in Japan. Cannabis is still treated as a deep social taboo here. Even mainstream media and news outlets rarely discuss cannabis reform seriously. Since December 12th, 2024, Japan has criminalized cannabis use itself. Not only possession, at the same time, the law has opened a narrow path for approved cannabis-derived medicines. So Japan is moving forward in two directions at once. A small opening for medical use, but a harsher criminal punishment for ordinary people. In 2025, Japan recorded 6,832 cannabis-related cases, the highest number ever reported. That means there's a huge growing number of cannabis users in Japan. More than 70% of people involved in their 20s or younger. So it's young people, because the old ways are dying out, man. People are seeing weed is better. But there's another important issue. Because of the so-called legal cannabinoids and gray market cannabinoid production available in Japan. This is the altnoids. This is the HHCs, the THCP, and all that stuff. Many people do not go out of their way to seek illegal cannabis, right? Because Japanese are law-abiding citizens. They're not trying to do nothing that's going to get them fucked off for the most part. However, these products and real cannabis are completely different. The current situation in Japan is the sellers with little or no real experience with cannabis are marketing synthetic or semi-synthetic cannabinoid products to people who have never used real cannabis as if the products represent the cannabis experience. They do not. In Japan, prohibition has not made cannabis disappear. It has made the issue harder to see, harder to discuss, and in some ways, more dangerous for young people. This creates a serious distortion. People are being exposed to unclear products, unknown risks, and fake versions of what cannabis is. While the real plant remains illegal and heavily stigmatized, our point is not simply cannabis is good or bad. The real question is whether prohibition is actually protecting young people or whether it is pushing the issue into more dangerous, unregulated, dishonest markets. And that's something we talk about every day on this channel. Marijuana March Tokyo has continued peacefully and legally since the year 2001. We continue this movement because we want people in Japan to understand the real cannabis plant, the actual effects, the potential benefits, and the need for honest discussion, medical access, harm reduction, and end this motherfucking stigma. So that's what they're doing there. It's very important shit. People should know. People should be talking about. Yeah, so, and recently the DEA got rid of the altnoids here, which everybody should be happy about. We want to end the confusion with the altnoids and people thinking that altnoids are that's what hemp is. That's fucking masquerading and giving hemp a bad name, man, because I don't smoke no fucking altnoids. Man, we've been working on it slowly but surely, but from reading that, they're experiencing the same shit that we do, but it's a little bit different. It's a lot more oppressive and restricted there, Dude, if they had legal weed in Japan, holy shit. Somebody was saying that, and I believe it, they would probably have the best fucking weed in the world if it was legalized in Japan. Yeah, it's super, super well written and well put. I was impressed. Bias speaks English and I couldn't fucking write it that well, Very educated individual that sent me that that information. That's why I wanted to read it word for word. I did add a little bit to it, but just a little of my own commentary in there. But it's mostly exactly what they said, and yeah, it's very interesting. Here, let me share the Twitter profile, and if you don't mind, you should go and follow. This is a Marijuana March Tokyo. Held every May 4th, what they call Green Day. Dude, you already know, dude, the weed is going to be super fire. All right, here we go. Here's the Twitter profile for these guys. This is a Marijuana March Tokyo. Follow them, man, and give them some support. Let them know that you support what they're doing there, man. It means a lot to people like that are fucking out here fighting these causes, to know that there's people all around the fucking world that care about what they're doing, that support them. It means a lot. Believe that. It's fucking cannabis work is, if you're not the motherfucker selling it and making all the goddamn money, it's a fucking labor of love. You better believe it, you fucking, you. Oh. So yeah, people like the Marijuana March guy, they need all the support they can get. Keep them fucking going. Good morning, Voodoo Doll, man. It's a great day. We're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. We're celebrating the Marijuana March that took place yesterday on the Green Day in Tokyo. I just learned about it. We've been talking about it this morning. So pretty fucking cool stuff they're doing over there. We also touched on Seed Junkie being lying pieces of shit that sell fake pollen to people, and nobody should ever support or buy any Seed Junkie anything. So, as you hear things about companies that we all know and love that are doing fucking shitty shit, please, and then bragging openly about doing so, please let us know so we can share this information with the community as they want us to do, clearly, if they're putting it on social media. Oh, no, I've not seen that. I'll have to see it. I'm going straight to see now. Is it on their website? Or is it on their Twitter? Oh, yeah, I see. So, the tier system is something that I fucking guided them to. I don't know why they didn't start to begin with. They were just pricing ounces and selling them in black bags when they first started ounces. And then people started tripping because they were expecting to get what they got in a jar in an ounce. And then they get like a $69 ounce and it'd be some fucking greenhouse shit or something. They'd be like, this is not the fucking same shit I got in a jar. And I had a conversation with a soup and I was like, look, people are pissed. They're going nuts. I'll never forget. People were going crazy. It's like, nobody understands what they're getting. You got to have some kind of way to fucking indicate and give the customer an expectation. Because if they're expecting the same thing they got in a jar for, $60, then they're going to be fucking upset when they get it. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, what do you think it should be? And I was like, well, and I told him, I was like, man, like I've been doing forever. I did a Quest for the Best was the name of the series, Quest for the Best $50 zip. And I named all some companies that have $50 zips, and he went and bought from all of them, tested the quality, and then from there he came up with his little 3-tier, the essential, preferred, and Supreme. And I still didn't even buy ounces forever behind that. I didn't buy ounces until I saw it so much in the chat. And it wasn't even then, really. I was in Chattanooga, and a guy fucking saw me wearing my lit hat. I was at a cannabis festival in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And dude was like, "Oh, dude, Lit Farms, my bro gets fucking the fire from him. He gets so many fire ounces." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And so that's when I started I started moving to the ounces when that dude told me that. I was like, I better check that shit out. Because before then, all I got was jars. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. See, all I got forever was jars from Lit. This is full of fucking jars. Jars with fucking weed in them, too. That's 2 years old, that Pineapple's Oak. Goddamn. I can't believe I got pieces of 8s like that. That's fucking crazy. Anyways, big old fucking thing of Lit jars. And that's... Also, I do have every single Lit jar ever released there. Air one of them. And maybe 2 of some. This Sharpie's from Freedom Town ain't all that, y'all. Look, there ain't even no grease on the motherfucking filter. Look, we're all the way at the end. I want y'all to see. There is no oil. There's like 0 oil. There's no shine or anything on the joint. Ash is clean, but that motherfucker dry as a bitch. There ain't barely any fucking resin in that flower. I don't even feel high. Like, I don't even look high. And I love Sharpies. This is a Lit strain grown by Freedom Town, purchased at Fluent in Florida. And they did a shitty job with it. Flavor ain't all that. It ain't flavor ain't about shit. Burned my lip on the last hit there. Their fucking Bago, though, of the chopped cherry is actually fucking good. That was the best. That's what threw me off, man, is like, I'm expecting, all right, Sharpie's going to be good. I got some Ultimate OG from them. The Ultimate OG is absolutely larfity tarfity. And yeah. It's Purple Push Pop. I'm getting a list of Sea Junkie Genetics, man. Fuck them guys. Man, fuck them guys. What a bunch of fucking pieces of shit, man. Fucking absolute pieces of garbage. I don't give a fuck if the Guzz is great or what. I don't give a fuck if the Guz is the best shit ever, because a liar is a fucking thief and a thief is a liar, right? And I don't like fucking liars and thieves. In fact, I can't fucking stand them. So, fuck Seed Junkie. I mean, for real, man. These cocksuckers out here with all these fucked up egos, lying ass, scheming ass. They're supposed to be in a legit business, okay? And they with some fucking bullshit, man. They give all of us a bad name. All of us. They give weed a bad name. They give weed people a bad name, you know? Let's get a dab going. Good morning, Rich. Good morning, brother. I hope everything's well. I hope the weather's beautiful up there in Philly today. Uh-oh. You know what? I don't need to squirt it. I need to paw this shit. Hey, is Lamar still in the chat? Lamar, you still with us, brother? You said what's up in the beginning of the chat. I don't know. Lamar's still here with us. I'm gonna try and come. I'm trying to come eat lunch over there, Lamar. I'm trying to come over to 1216 North 9th and get something to eat. 39K, dog. Don't forget that 0.9. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. And bragging about it. And bragging on it, Mac Mike. Bragging on it. They got to straighten that shit out. They gonna have to straighten it out. They done run their name. Good morning. Let's get our fucking nail ready. I just put some fresh alcohol in the dunk tank. Man, Rich, we've been talking about a couple things. We've been talking about the marijuana march in Tokyo, and we've also been talking about the lying motherfuckers at Seed Junkie. Seed Junkie sold fucking Be Easy fake Gary Payton pollen, I believe it was, and then bragged about it. Sold the man some fake pollen and then bragged on it. I mean, it was cannabis pollen, but it wasn't the strain he was supposed to be getting. Ah, hell yeah. That you just started experimenting with dabs and stuff. Did we have a conversation about, what dabs you should be trying there? Edgardo? Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it, Rich? That's crazy. Dude, look, I'll show you one more again. I just showed everybody earlier, but I'm finna show you one more time. Here, let me get on my shit. I'm just for you, Rich. Just for you, homie. Check it. screen share. All right, here we go. Here we go. So you got the Sea Junkie JBZ right here posting. Let's do this. So I want you to be sure. Half of the Guz is pollen. Half the GU is a pollen. I shot him, and it's not GP. All right. So this is the guy, Sea Junkie. So what? And it says the truth finally comes out. Surefire Selection says. So what is it then? What the fuck? Weird flex, but okay. Flexing being a snake is crazy. So if you agree to give him GP pollen, he's a fucking piece of shit. If he says that he's giving a man one thing and he gives him something else, and now he's just straight up bragging here about it, about giving somebody some fucking off-ass shit. That's crazy. Anyways. That ain't my boy. Hey, he lied to me too. He had me come out there. Look, we've already covered that, D-Domer. That ain't my guy. Look, that motherfucker lied to me. Had me fucking miss my fucking anniversary last year with my wife here to fly out to Vegas to do a inspection of a facility, and come to find out that ain't even what it was to begin with ever. It was always just he had a drop with them. God dang it. Yeah, he had a drop going on with him. And that's what it was. God damn it, is this OBS gonna fucking... I done fucked up the sizing on my damn OBS and I can't fucking move it now. What the? Oh, there we go. Thank God. Dude, that was fucked. My damn OBS was all stuck on the other screen. Yes, but anyways, so he conned me into coming out there. I told him no. My wife was like, it's a good opportunity. Go out there. And then when I got there, dude, this motherfucker, they had banners and all 10 flavors of dank flamingo flour, which is something he and I discussed never doing, putting our names on flour. As you see, I'm probably the only person who never did that, who followed through on not putting my fucking name on flour. And yeah. And then after we went and they had the big surprise and they used me to hype the drop, then we were supposed to go the next day to Champs. Nobody got up. Nobody answered the phone. Dank Flamingo didn't even text me back until 2:00 in the afternoon the next day. And I finally was able to get hold of somebody from Les from THCA King, who was supposed to be taking us to Champs, who never showed up, and he just sent me a ticket. And I was able to get myself there and get in for about 30 minutes. Yeah, they fucked me over real good, man. Oh, he makes a killing off of off of Small Buds, for sure. For sure. It was really lame, dude, because y'all know me. The whole time I'm thinking we're going there to fucking check this company out. We're going to get the mystery out of the fucking Mylar. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I can't disagree with you, Woo. I can't disagree. I never liked that shit. Never was into it. Yeah, you live and you learn, man. You know, that, ain't nobody out here trying to help you. If you're getting some motion, they might want to get you, you know, try to get some of your motion or something. But one thing's for sure, ain't nobody in YouTube trying to help you. Which is sad, you know. See, I like to help people, and so I be thinking that other people the same way. Especially when they hit me with a bunch of bullshit, fucking all this teamwork bullshit. And then he didn't quit. He actually was the one who quit answering the phone for me, right? Because whenever Hemp got banned, he was acting a goddamn fool on social media. And I was like, I wasn't going, you know, I was waiting to see what was happening. He was wanting to go live right then, like with me. And I'm like, I'm not going live acting stupid when we don't know what's going on. You know? Y'all know me. I'm fucking trying to tell you, hey, let's see what's actually going on. We don't even know what's happening yet. And this thing, you know, whatever, you know. But he got mad behind that, and then he quit answering my phone calls after that. I guess, I don't know. Fuck him. One thing's for sure. I bet you a motherfucking $1,000 November 12th he quits making cannabis content. Or before. Bet you. Well, he sure had me fooled, man. He had me fooled, but you know. I like to see the good in people, man. I've been fucked so much, man, but I still trust people, you know, because I want people to be good. I want the world to be a great place, you know? And I don't want to be like fucking, you know, like jaded and shit because I've been screwed so many goddamn times. But I still give people a chance to fuck me around. And it happens. All right, dab time, dab time. Yeah, I really. After Be Easy finally started doing shit with him, I guess he decided he didn't want to fuck with me no more. He's the type dude, he can't do nothing on his own, you know. He's like, gotta. Anyways, we ain't gonna sit there and do that all morning, but woo! Flip this record. You know, I don't know. David, my buddy Trapper. My buddy Trapper like Shop Zaza. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I can't vouch for their legitimacy, quality, or anything else. I know that Trapper, you'll see him in the chat from time to time. I grew up with the guy. I've known him since I was like 8 years old, so I pretty much I've known him for almost 40 years. Fuck. So I trust his opinion on things. He's a good dude. Yeah, I'm a medical patient with a card too. And I still ordered. I mean, I was just smoking some of this bullshit medical from Fluent. You do, man. You just gotta wish them well. You exactly right, Mike. You just gotta wish them well, man. You gotta wish them well, man. Keep putting that positive energy out because if you put out positivity, that's all you can get back. You get what you put into the world, it comes back. So. I don't know, Boom. There's so many fucking boom, bam, bow, fucking THCs and THCAs. Hold on, let me grab this. And more popping up every day. Here I go. I had to stick my coffee in the fucking microwave, man. I fucked around and didn't have my hot plate on my fucking coffee maker. Man, I was just thinking about something while I was in there on that whole sea junkie situation. What if the motherfuckers are just lying for like trying to get a little publicity? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the case. If so, I believe that's even worse because we still being dishonest, you know? So either way, I think that it's some fuck shit. If it's fucking Be Easy and C Junkie collaborating to just tell some shit to get a little fucking a little publicity, man, that's some bullshit, and fuck them all. But either way, man, fucking dishonesty, lying motherfuckers suck. Well, it's supposedly it's a shit that from that he sold Be Easy for the Guz or whatever. So I don't fucking know. I don't know all the details. I've seen some other posts that relate back to that one, but I haven't got the full story. But either way, I haven't seen any rebuttals. I've only seen instances of Seed Junkie bragging about selling the fucking false genetics. We're gonna wish them well. We're gonna wish them more than well. We're gonna wish them right up out this damn industry. Bullshit. You know. People like that, man, they got to be. The people need to know, man, because that's a much liked brand, and if they're fucking dishonest, fucking shitheads, people need to know that shit. You know what I mean? Liars and thieves. You know, come on. I don't give a fuck if they made a permanent marker or what the fuck. If they're a bunch of liars and thieves, they're liars and thieves. You know? Let's do another dab. But before we heat it up this time, we're going to get the dab prepared. I'll tell you where the wishing well works the best. In traffic, man. In traffic. Somebody like cuts you off, gets upset. Because people be so upset in traffic, man. When you start to get upset, you just wish that person well and hope that they can get where they're going safely. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's not that serious. You just trying to get where you're going. They trying to get where they going. You know. Well, I appreciate you, Agardo. I appreciate that means a lot that anybody fucking values my opinion. And it trips me out every time I turn this camera on and I got 40, 50, 60 people that are fucking watching. I can't believe it. What the fuck? I mean, what is my life? You know, I didn't even turn on the camera and start talking to it until I was damn near 45, man, you know? And I was like, man, people probably don't want to, you know, care what the fuck my old ass got to say about nothing. But, you know, at the same time, I felt like I had some important shit that needed to be said that people need to know. You know, I was trying to tell my friends about all this hemp shit and all the people I worked with and people around me. And they just all act like I was a fucking idiot. And, you know, without even experiencing or anything, you know, and even some of them, you could bring some fire and be like, dude, I just got this out of my mailbox. And they'd be like, something's not right about it. I'm like, bro, do you not see this? Are you not smoking this with me? This is that shit. Yeah. Damn, man, I appreciate it. Well, you know, I'm very happy that you know we've been able to achieve as much as we have with the channel. So much positive has come out of this. You know, people have been able to afford their medicine, their recreation. People have went from making fucking real life decisions of, am I going to be able to have cannabis or am I going to be able to have these other things in life? To being able to forget about cannabis because it's such, the cost factor is so low that they don't need to really fucking make those same serious budget decisions that they were having to make before about a goddamn eighth. You know? And that's pretty fucking awesome. And even better, one of the best things coming out of this is all the people my age, older, that were having to go to the streets and deal with God knows who to get God knows what kind of product. I did not prepare my dad because I'm a brilliant individual. No, but I mean, I can't even imagine. Every time I go in a hemp shop, I see some 70-year-old fucking dude. And I wouldn't just think to myself, I'm like, where the fuck and what the fuck was he smoking before he found this place? You know, because goddamn, man, it's a dangerous world when it comes to cop and street shit. And I'd hate to think that my fucking dad or grandpa would be out there fucking copping shit in the hood somewhere, you know, running the risk just to get a fucking bag of smoke. You know what I mean? Just to get a bag of smoke. I believe it, brother. I believe it, man. Hell. Man, I get emails all the time from different people, and it's just like, shit, dude. And, you know, it's just been so beneficial for so many people. You know, the hemp. Not just hemp. Having the chat to come here and chill and relax without all the bullshit that be going on out there. For a couple hours a day, get a little reset. Go back in time to a time when we fucking used to kick it and we got along with our friends, you know? God damn, it seems like now you're only allowed to argue with your friends. So that's one of the things I see super important about this chat and about this stream that I do is that we have a fucking spot where people can come and chill because I see the chat. I see it's a welcoming and open and a positive place, you know. Dude, that's awesome, Edgardo. Shit. $15 years. Wow. That is pretty fucking amazing. I could give a damn what kind of terps it's got or what. If it's Seed Junkie shit, fuck it. If they deal with Seed Junkie, fuck them. They're liars and thieves. I don't care how fucking tasty their buds are. They don't get none of my fucking nickels. Yeah, fuck that shit. Man, a motherfucker's got a bad attitude and the best weed in the goddamn room. He can keep his goddamn jars in his fucking retarded sack. I'm not supporting fucking dickheads, liars, and thieves. Not doing it with my money. I'll take and buy a cheaper bag that's, even if it's not quite as well to support somebody who's fucking decent. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, dude. You know what? I was just talking to a traveler, right? You guys, I've talked about running ultra marathons and shit before, and I've noticed there's you know, there's a lot of travelers that come up this road through here, through through Pensacola Beach, and like walkers wearing fucking packs and shit. I'm like, man, that's cool because I'm into that shit. I'm into the like foot travel, bike travel, shit like that. And so I was sitting there at the bar getting my breakfast this morning over at the Native Cafe, and this guy walks in and he unloads his pack, and you can smell him from 10 feet away. He's been walking up the fucking Florida Trail, and I was like, oh, a traveler. And I spoke to him for a while, talked about my experiences, and he was just talking about how this was one of the toughest of all because it's flat. And I was like, I totally get it. I ran a 50-mile race on a rail trail, and it was flat as a flitter, dude. And if the fucking ground even gets a little bit up, you feel it. And it's just like there's no like scenic reward for a hill climb, because if you're on terrain that's changes, like when you get to the top of a hill, there's like a feeling you get when you crest a hill or a mountaintop, and then you get rewarded with a vista. It's like your work, your pain, your suffering going up the hill, you're getting this reward of the view. And when you're just trudging down a fucking road that's flat as fuck, that is so mentally fucking, oh man, it's tough. It's really tough. So it was an interesting conversation with this guy. And he was only 10 miles from finishing. So, and I didn't know that. This is 10 miles from the end of the Florida Trail. So I was like, how fucking cool. And, before I left, I was like, enjoy your last day. What a beautiful day to be out here on your last day of the trail. And he'll be finishing maybe 75, 80 degrees. Give me 1 second. Yeah, man, I've always been intrigued by the fucking foot travel, bike travel. I had if you guys remember, I told the story. I showed some video of the guy that was he had the pedal car. He was traveling through Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know what all the Florida Trail was, man, but it's really cool, man. I'm into it. I love the like I have friends that did the Vol State 500. If you go to the website, it's called vacationwithoutacar.com. And it's really funny, man. It's so funny. Man, like most of the people that I've met that I met when I was doing ultra marathons, they were pretty successful individuals. I showed you the guys. I showed many of you guys the professor that I ran with, JD Gantz. He's a professor that studies insects in freaking Antarctica. He takes regular expeditions there to Antarctica to Palmer Station. And we looked at the video and stuff, the time-lapse cameras of him riding on the boat, going in, and just different pictures of him there on the island, or on the island in Antarctica, rather, at Palmer Station. It's just crazy the people you meet that are doing this shit. The chick I knew that did the Vol State 500, it's a 500K foot race. She was like a big, like, top dog fucking, like some kind of something big at FedEx, because her dude, he ran a video production team, and he was like, she's the one that fucking makes the money. He was like the leader of a video production team at FedEx, but she did something even bigger. But anyways, both of them were into the super long, ultra fucking foot travel shit. There is no fucking ice wall, dog. There is no ice wall. Yeah, there's no ice wall, dog. But them two, they did They did another one called it's called Hot. It's it's the heart of the South, and it started in West Memphis, Arkansas, and went it went like through Memphis and down through Tennessee and down into Mississippi, through Alabama into Georgia, and finished. I forget the mountaintop it finished on, but it's another one of these 300 something mile fucking foot races where they're just sleeping under bridges and eating out of gas stations, and it's wild, man. I'll like when I know people that do it, so I'll follow them on social media while they're doing it because it'll be over a week, and they'll be posting where they're at and all that shit. And then there'll be groups, right, for these races. So the race presenter will have a team that follows around getting pictures of people on the route and shit. It's always been super interesting to me. Oh, good Lord. On to the ice wall. Let's see if we can spot the ice wall. You want to see if we can see the ice wall? Let's see. Onto the ice wall. Where's that? Here we are. Old Dr. J.D. Gantz. He is a doctor. Here, we're not going to get all in his personal business. What we want to see is his photos. We want to see his photos. I ran a race with this guy here. We're just gonna have to get down. These are photos he takes on his, just his fun times and stuff. Where's the albums? We got some albums. Here we go. Here we go. There's your ice wall. More ice wall action. This is La Marie channel. It's a time lapse of homie shot with his GoPro of them sailing. They're actually they're headed to Antarctica right here. Look at these fucking chunks of snow and ice just floating there. Yeah, I ran a fucking 36-mile foot race through the mountains in Arkansas with this guy. He didn't tell me shit about it. I totally stalked him from the race results, found him on Facebook, and found his videos, and now I'm showing them to you. He did not brag about any of this or nothing. I'm the one out here bragging for him about it, right? He was pretty fucking quiet. He was a big dude, too. He was like 6'2". He carried a collapsible cup when we ran this race, and it was 10 miles in between, like our water stops and shit. It was rough, dude. And we finished together. We ran a long way together, and then we got split up at some point. I think I got out ahead of him, and then I started cramping up, and it was dark as fuck, and he caught up to me, and we kind of finished together. When he caught up to me right there at the very end. Okay, we already watched that whole thing there. See here, this is that's leaving Antarctica. There's the ice wall. See it? This is Palmer Station. You see this? Here's a time-lapse video of us departing Palmer Station at the end of our trip. And this is from I don't know when. It is from 6 years ago. Danger noodles, no ropes. Fart squirrels. Formal chickens. This is an interesting comment he's got here. Soggy dogs. That's funny. Where's this? Dude, he's got some fucking fired shit, dude. This guy's living an interesting life. Believe that. He's not over here speculating about the ice wall and fucking trying to convince somebody over a joint that there's a fucking ice wall out here, right? He's going to Antarctica regularly on fucking expeditions. And what he does is he studies insects. He digs insects out of the ice. And he just studies insects. He does, he teaches about it's insect biology. He's a teacher at a university in Conway, Arkansas. And he's a teacher and a research scientist. So that's what he does. That's what he does. Dr. J.D. Gantz. Really cool guy, man. And like I said, I had to do all my research on him myself. He didn't tell me anything about himself while we were out there on the trail. Oh. Really cool, though, man. Super freaking cool. Let's hit a bong rip of something. How about it? I know. I've got a little bit of Cool Whip here. Cool Whip. Oh, yeah. Might as well smoke it all. Dude, I went and got out in my kayak this morning. I was trying to hit a blinker. Here, I'll send it to my what you call it. My Dropbox so I can pull it up. Where is it? What? Oh, duh. Oh, shit. Where's my bong bowl tray? Here it go. Here it go. Everybody need a little small bong tray. Because you don't need a whole big ass tray to break up some bong bowls, man. You just need a little bitty tray for a bowl. You need a big tray when you're rolling. That's why it's a rolling tray. Words are hard. Where are you ordering from? I'm sorry. I can't. My mind keeps going back to these douchebags that think because they have good weed, they can just be liars and pieces of shit. And they're still better than everyone. I'm like, no, you're still liars and pieces of shit. I mean, what the fuck? How do we excuse that behavior just because people have good weed? I guess in some circles that behavior is even praised. You know what I'm saying? I'm uploading the video so I can show you the kayak story. I'll tell you one part. The first part is I took it out of my fucking truck and I put it on top of my little car, and that's where it's at now. I got to get a kayak rack for that car because it's just easier to get around in. Second part is instantaneous. I found where the leak is because, as you may have heard me say before, every time I get in the fucking kayak, my ass gets soaking wet. I forgot to bring a towel, so there's that. But I just paddled out and I tried to hit a blinker twice and failed. Out on the water, it looked really cool though. You know what I mean? It looked fucking amazing. Here it go. Here it go. Oh, goddamn bullshit. Fuck that shit. Shut that bullshit. All right. I got to open it in Filmora. It wants a codec. So I got to open it. I got to open it where we got a codec. Oh God! Now it don't even know which shit. The fuck? Well. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck. Hold on. I'm trying to let. I should have put the goddamn file in folder. That was my first stupid move. Where the fuck is it? Well, I guess we're gonna move that hoe to a folder. Can we find it? Okay, I got it. It's in a fucking weird ass folder already. I just didn't know which folder it was in. Here we go. Here we go. Make his bitch full screen. Show can. Here we go. There I go. Out there on the water. Oh, that's my bike. That's my bike. Looking fucking fly as shit right there. Look at that fucking bike, dude. That bitch sexy as a motherfucker. Look, I got the dropper on that hoe. Ooh, that motherfucker bad, son. Ooh. Ooh, that's where the bear spray go. I kind of accidentally injected that in the middle of this bike video. Okay, here we go. I was trying. Son up, we out here on the water in a kayak. I get my ass wet as a bitch. Look how fucking nice it is out there in the morning, dude. I couldn't even make the blinker, dude. I was trying to make it blink. I actually got a fat hit on that hoe. I think that motherfucker hits better. It fucking choked my ass up. That's pretty fire with the fucking wave sounds and shit, right? Dude, these tires make this fucking bike. You see how fat them fucking tires are? Nice and slick, too. I can ride anywhere. Fucking sand don't fuck with me. That bitch rides fast. I can pop off curbs and take drops and everything on it. I got a dropper seat. I can adjust the seat height on the fly so I can really maneuver that fucking thing. You see right here, that's a lever that controls the seat post back here. It's right there on this side. It's a lever on my handlebars. In fact, let me show you. In fact, it's so important the video starts with a shot of that lever. Because if you know that is a big part of what makes this bike do what it does. This is a bad motherfucker. For anybody who rides bikes, you should fucking know. Look at that. I custom. Your boy did all this. I've done a lot of customization to this bike. Anyways, I won't make you watch the whole bit. We'll come back over here and hit this ball. That's pretty good with the ambient noise. When I'm gonna do a little voiceover talking about my bike there. I like the water sounds. It's pretty fire. Pretty fire. Where am I? Get back over here to YouTube's. All right, let's hit the bong. Man, one of the most sad things about fucking hemp going away is that some of this dispensary weed sucks ass. Oh my God, it sucks ass. And it's not cheap either. For it sucking ass. Oh, we got to flip the record. There we go. Oh, shizzle sticks. Damn, it's already 10 o'clock. I guess it is, y'all. I'm gonna have to hit this ball rip, and then I'm gonna have to dip. I gotta get some shit done. That is fucking absolutely disgusting. That would make me fucking vomit in my mouth a little bit. Fucking $90 grams. And people don't understand. People don't understand why, they just automatically assume it's fake because it's better pricing. And nobody understands that, no, it's because these companies that are charging you these fucking exuberant prices, they've worked really hard to make a gate-kept system that nobody can get in and compete. And hemp opened the back door. Ooh, that's nice. Nice. Dude, I'm so stoked for the new dab lab. It's going to be a way better fucking situation. Man, I'm going to have all sorts of fucking area to work with. Man, it's going to be so cool. A lot of cool, man, just the whole property. I'll be able to do all kind of cool video and shit, man. I cannot wait. I'll be able to do more smoking outside videos because I love to smoke outside. I love to be outside, and I'll be able to do that a lot more with, with this new place. Because it's difficult to smoke weed out in public in Florida if you don't know where to go, and I don't. I mean, I don't know these folks around here. More than anything, I've had problems. And obviously that's why I'm so glad to be part of the Crew to Cannabis and, be connected with some people that love weed and that aren't fucking going to give me a hard time because I do. It's huge. Yeah, dude, I love to be outside. I love to, so what a way to start the morning. I was only out there 15, 20 minutes on the water. But man, just get out there and paddle out in the middle of the water with the sun coming up and it's not too fucking hot yet. So, nice. And then, dude, I'm so fucking grateful, so blessed, man. I've had some fucking hard days and I've spent a lot of days in fucking jail. But now this day ain't one of them, man. This is the day I woke up, I got in my kayak, I paddled around on the water. I rode bikes with my daughter to school. After she gets out, I'll go get her. We'll ride back home. We'll put on our bathing suits and we'll go to the beach for an hour or two and hang out and fucking play in the water and the sand. And, what a blessing. I can't believe it, dude. We're trying to soak it up because we're going to be moving from the island. We won't have the beach and everything there. It's been rough in the winter. I was so ready to go. I was like, fuck it, I'm ready to get off this island. And now that the sun's coming back and we got a few sets of really cool new neighbors too. And so it kind of makes me sad. We got some really cool neighbors right across the street from us. And then we got some other neighbors in the neighborhood. And I think I suspect that they're all weed smokers because they're definitely weed smokers. They're their kids got a fucking Bob Marley backpack and they're musicians. They're all tatted up, chicks wearing fucking Pepper Conatown shirts and shit. So, and they're living on the island here. Yeah, I think they fucking hit a joint or two. Yeah. And then the other folks, I suspect, we gave them some lumpia. She commented on my slightly stupid shirt. She's like, I love that shirt. And then my wife gave her some lumpia and she used the language, that lumpia was fire. I was like, okay, that lumpia was fire. Okay. That sounds like weed language to me. Sounds like you're speaking my language. That's fire. So it's just a very uncommon adjective for a white lady mom on this island to use, describing food. It's fire. I'll take that as more as a cue as we smoke too. Hell yeah. Nah, man, but I'm stoked for the new place. I'm happy to. I hate renting. We've had a great experience here for the most part. I mean, it's hard to get them to fix anything, but the landlord doesn't fix anything. He had a shitty property manager guy, and he had to fire him or whatever. But man, I can't wait to be in my own spot and be like relaxed, because I know I got to move everything out of here, and that sucks. And it's all upstairs. Holy shit. We all downstairs at the new house. It's in a good spot that won't flood either. Yeah, I got to get my ass off here. I got to get to work on, I got a fucking video to edit from the bonfire this past Saturday. I just uploaded all the clips. I got to edit that shit. I'm probably get it uploaded tomorrow because I haven't even started the edit, and that's probably going to take me a fucking whole day of editing to get it all done. Get everything clipped up, mashed up, color graded, lined up, fucking synced up, and do all my voice and shit on it. Yeah. Man, I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click subscribe and the little bell. We go live every morning for the Wake and Bacon. In the evening, we have another Blaze session. So be sure to click the bell, subscribe. We're right now, let's see how many subscribers we are away from that 10K. Joy's going to come in here, hit a big old fat dab with us whenever we hit this 10K. Let me see. We're just 105 subscribers. We've been floating around there. It keeps going back and forth. But just 105 subscribers away from that 10K. And when we get it, Joy's finna hit that fat dab with us. So if you're not subscribed, now's the time, man. I'll catch y'all this evening, man. Y'all have a good day. Peace.